I made a few comments on here, and it's not anything against you or negative, but I've watched a guy and I've followed these people. I see how they operate. One big misconception people on this app has is that what can they do? Let me tell you something. They will target jobs. They will target homes. They will target kids. They will target pets. They will target campgrounds. So you deal with it any way you want to, but don't think that it's something that can just be lightly taken. You've got them on. You've got them on you to the point right now that a lot of people would love to have. And what I mean, they haven't even went into the next phase or the next phase or the next phase after that. Um, Man, look, they're ruthless, and I know a lot of people says, "Hey, ignore it; it'll go away." No, it don't. Take it from somebody that's seen it firsthand. There's several people in this live that'll tell you. Go look at Chris, and look. I don't care how you feel or anybody feels about Chris. Uh, what I'm saying is, even if he was a beggar, even if you're a beggar, no one deserves the bullying and harassment that these people actually put people through. They don't care if he had a loved one pass. And I've never in my life seen anybody get drugged that hard during a time like that to try to prove a point. These people are, listen, there is no excuse, there is no reasoning why anyone should be drugged the way these people do. So it's not something you can lightly just brush off or you can ignore. I understand what everybody says, ignore it, it'll go away. But it's kind of like a broke foot. How do you ignore it?
Well, it's kind of like cutting somebody and telling that person that you cut band-aids. You're the root of all the cause is what it sounds like to me. I'm just being honest, but I mean,
Right,
don't
exactly.
you, Jeffrey, that I'm talking to you that way, but that's what's going on.
And unfortunately, here's what happens. You get 300 or 400 people in your chat. In all reality, you might have 80 or 100 of those people that's actually there to watch your channel.
Exactly. I know this.
The rest of them are there to be trolls and to record and get information and do this and do that. And, from what they're saying in the chat, they're fixing to pass you on to homie. So, you're going to be SP and homie's puppet, so to speak. So, then you're looking at 1,000 trolls. And let me explain to you why I say puppet. Because you don't realize it, but from somebody from the outside watching your live, they're controlling you at this point right now. They've got your emotions high. They've got your reactions high. They've got you, at times, like a while ago with BJ, you kind of snapped a little bit. And, everybody in the box thought that was out of character for you to do. But, something people has to remember, when you're the one that's on the other side of that phone and you've got 300 or 400 people hurling insults and doing this and doing that, at the end of the day, who do you trust? Who's there for you, who's not there for you. And I'll tell you this, I've always had a motto on this app, and it's trust no one, because you wouldn't believe how many times I've seen mods, like especially with Chris, they'll ride with Chris and you think they got his back 100% and come to find out they from the other side the whole time. So, I'm not saying that's the case over here. I'm just saying this stuff does it gets way more critical than what it should.
So Jeffrey, what is your suggestion?
I've already give Doug my suggestion. I'm a fight fire with fire kind of person. If you're gonna go say this about me and do this about me, then any information that I can find, then I'm, like I told Doug, I'm going to get a whiteboard, and if I was Doug, I would have me a whiteboard up in the screen right there, and I would have every YouTube channel, every Facebook page, I don't care, anything I could find to show the true character of who was after me would be put up there.
I can see where you're coming from, fighting fire with fire, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, when you do that, you're just playing their game.
You're giving
All you
them,
have to do is decide, hey,
yeah.
I'm not playing your game. I'm doing my own thing.
That's
And believe it
right.
or not, when you pay no attention to those sick people like that, when they're not getting the attention, that's what they want. Is they want your attention. When you don't give
You
them,
guys don't even realize that he's in the box with us right now. You don't even see that.
See what?
The reason I say that is because, you know, like I said, I've seen several people that has used the you know, just ignore it, it'll go away. But it's kind of hard when you're on the other side of that phone and you're reading comments come in, and 398 of 400 comments is negative insults and hurls. So, you know, I don't know.
Jeffrey, it's not hurt, brother. You got to understand me. And, you know, I can sit here and I can cry on film. When I cry, it comes from the heart. This is not manufactured. This is something I can't make up. I've never felt the love with a group of people until I got on TikTok. I've never felt that. And you think that I'm just going to let it go that easy?
No, I'm not. I mean, look, here's here's my theory, and this is the way I see it. And this is just my opinion. My opinion is you either fight back or you give them what they want. And
Well, the only way I know to do is to fight back. That's all I know to do.
who knows what they want? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, it's all about money. All of the stuff you see being restreamed on YouTube is done on YouTube in order to get enough viewers for that account to be monetized. That's the reason that's being streamed over there.
All right, Jeffrey. So, I mean, don't contradict yourself. So, just be honest with me, because you've been watching me for a while, Jeffrey. So, what's my character? Who am I? What's my end game?
What do you mean? I don't know. Only
Sum
you
it up
know.
for you real quick. I said, you know, am I a manipulator? Am I playing people? I want people to feel sorry for me. I mean, is it wrong for me to make revenue off of TikTok?
No,
It's not wrong for me to make revenue off of TikTok.
no,
Okay, Jeffrey. Is there something wrong that I'm doing? Am I a dry beggar, Jeffrey?
not that I've seen. No,
Am I asking people for anything, Jeffrey?
not that I've seen. No.
Okay.
So that's why I say, man, look, basically what it boils down to, you get on the internet, you do your thing, you grow a channel, you get a room that's getting, you know, 100, 200 people in it. You start getting up to 10,000 followers or so. Here they come. You know, they flood in, and this stuff starts. You know, it's unreal to me how far they take it.
Yeah, and they do it with a lot of different people. It's not just Doug.
Right. They do it with different people, and you know, here's where another problem comes in. They start turning you against Doug and Doug against this person, and in the end it becomes a whole big mess that nobody knows who to trust or anything on the app.
And that's what breaks the family up. When somebody starts doubting their own family,
Hey,
that's
Chris,
what
can you
breaks.
hear me? Chris, are you there?
He's muted.
What's up, Doug?
We
Doug?
got him in our sight. We got him in our sights.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
So it, you know, I mean, I don't know. You know, I wished I knew how to tell you to fix it. I really do. But I don't know how to tell you to fix it. All I can say is just don't take it lightly, because it does get worse, you know.
I just don't see that. I don't see it if you ignore it and go on about your business. Look, I own a business, and it's small compared to TikTok, but everybody liked me. I had all kinds of good friends until I started being the office manager. And then all of a sudden, everybody started picking apart everything I wore, everything I said, every move I made. And I ignored them. And they're all my friends again. I just ignored it and let it go away. Now it's a much smaller scale than this TikTok thing, but I ignored it. I just acted like I didn't see it. I didn't pay any attention to it. And it took it a while, but it went away, and now we're a great big huge family again.
Right. Well, I mean, try that, and if you think that works for you, then go that route. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, maybe you'll be the one on the app that finally figures out something that works.
Hey, if you get a bunch of haters in the box, you don't have to acknowledge anything they're saying if that they're there. Just change the subject or start a subject about something else, and then all of us that are with you, we'll jump on. There'll be so many messages that it'll override the bad. There's several different
The
ways to
thing
do it.
is that you got to override the bag, and the thing is like I'm not a bully. I know what it's like to be bullied. I'm a little guy. You know what I'm saying? I've had my ass whooped more than I've won, but I still go down swinging. And I believe you got to do the right thing. You cannot. What they're doing right now is I'm not even worried about the money and what they capitalize on. I don't even give a shit about that. But they ruin good people that are trying to do the right thing. So this person wants to show what he knows in life, okay, and get his channel up and going. But these people are just like, no, you're no good. This, and that, and they're calling the kettle black, and they're hiding behind camouflage with many scenes, but it's all the same character with about 50 different, apps or 50 different personalities. That's the problem. Is they're controlling everybody.
Well, like for me, instance, they're not controlling me.
I didn't say
No,
that. Man.
oh, well, I'm just saying. I'm just one of many.
They don't control me either. I mean, I hear what they say, but I realize it's just a personality conflict, and they're doing it to many other people, and I just go on. We're grown people. We make our own minds up.
It's a proven fact. It's been studied actually. Whenever this kind of stuff goes on, and when you feed that fire by showing that it affects you, that's when they are winning, and that's what they want from it.
That's right.
If they're just ignored, hey, this stuff is going on. We all know this stuff is going on, but we don't have to take it in and let it harm us or let it change us. Because I've got my armor on, and they can't touch me, no matter what they say. It doesn't matter, because I am true blue, and people that like me, my friends, whatever, they know who I am, and it's never changing. So these people are just trying to. They know they can't get to us. If we're true followers, and we were interested in what else, we want to see you on your journey, and we want to see where all this goes. We want to see you building your cabin one of these days. But we're in this for the long haul. It doesn't matter what the hell they say or do. It's not going to change me or what I want to see.
That's exactly who he is.
Don't let them make you paranoid.
Guys. I swear to God, I am not paranoid.
When these people scream, they're coming after you. They're coming after you. They're coming after you. They're screaming and hollering that constantly. Just say they're coming after a lot of people. I'm one of many they're coming after. And let them come.
Yes, I think there needs to be an organization. I think there's a time to put that cancer down, is what I think. I really do. I think you got to fight the good fight, and you got to put the fire out. I think their fires, they're overdoing their boundaries. They're manipulating people. They're using people to brainwashing people. And I think there needs to be a group of people to bring awareness to what they're really doing. And you can't bring awareness to people that are naive. You like Halloween's example. You cannot do that.
Hey, Doug.
Yes.
You got to find a way to bring awareness to what they're doing, but also do it in a way where you're not giving them more
ammunition.
There you go, Chris. I agree with that. That's the reason I suggested the whiteboard with the links and the websites, and then that way when people come in, they can go look at that, they can see the people they're dealing with, and they can make their own decision who the one is that's actually needs awareness brought to them.
Right.
And that may not be something he wants to do. I mean, I'm not telling him to do that. I'm just saying the information's out there if you go look for it. But the average person doesn't have any clue. When they come into a room and they see all those comments, the first thing usually comes to mind is, oh, well, if more than 1 or 2 or 10 people said it, then it must be true. But they have no idea where that's being spewed out from.
Because they will not allow it to be on live. It's what you guys are not understanding, Bacon. They want me gone. They think that I'm a parasite.
And
see-
a lot of other people too, not just you. You keep saying me.
But think
A
about
lot
this.
of other people too.
But Doug, think about this. You said a lot of it has to do with revenue and money, right? So they come in and attack you. I mean, you're not giant, but you're a good-sized creator at this point, right? You could agree to that. You get a lot of traffic through your room. Campfire Talks with Chris gets a lot of traffic through his room. So these people are targeting these creators under the ruse of you guys are all parasites, and they're going after dry beggars, as they put it. But it's also driving traffic to their pages, so they're still making out in the end. Either way,
Exactly. Plus, they restream it on YouTube, and then when they get the views up high enough on YouTube, they can get monetized there.
right? So it's one of those things where if you fight fire with fire, you're going to push them more traffic. It's kind of like a lose-lose in that way, you know? I don't know.
Like BJ
I hear you.
can't
I hear
buy
you.
gasoline.
I hear you.